You had $40 million 11 months ago. Tonight you have $4,200 in a checking account and a wife who still thinks you're fine. She asked you at dinner if you were quiet because of work. You said yes. That was true, technically, just not in the way she thinks. 3 years ago you sold the company, not for headlines, just a clean, quiet exit. Mostly stock in the company that bought you out. Locked up for 18 months by contract. When the lockup ended, your advisor sat across from you and said the word diversify 4 separate times in one meeting. You nodded. You didn't do it. The stock had made you rich. It felt disloyal to bet against it now. Your accountant called it a concentrated position. You called it your company, just wearing someone else's name. For a while, it worked. The stock climbed another 40% in a year. On paper, you were worth close to $60 million. That's when you borrowed against it. A margin loan, $10 million, used to buy a lake house, fund a friend's startup, and quietly pay off your brother's medical debt without ever mentioning it to your wife. You didn't think of it as debt. You thought of it as moving money between rooms in a house you owned outright. Your accountant, a careful man named Peter, who has done your taxes for 9 years, sent one email that fall with the subject line, "Let's talk about your exposure." You meant to call him back. Your wife knew about the exit. She knew broadly that you were set. She didn't manage the accounts. You did. You always had. Since before the company even existed. Back when it made sense because you were the one with the spreadsheet brain. Nobody ever changed that arrangement. It just kept being true after the amount of money in it stopped being small. When she asked about refinancing her sister's wedding gift, you said yes immediately. When she mentioned the kitchen renovation she'd been saving photos of for 2 years, you told her to get quotes. You didn't know yet if you could actually pay for either one. You said yes, because saying no would have required a sentence you didn't have. At your neighbor's 4th of July barbecue, a guy named Dwayne, 2 lots down, tells the whole deck he lost $80,000 in a crypto crash last year. He says it loudly, almost proudly, like it's a scar he's earned the right to show off. People laugh. Someone pats his back. His wife rolls her eyes, but she's smiling. You stand there with a beer you're not drinking and do the math in your head. What Dwayne lost is less than what your margin interest alone has cost you this quarter. You say nothing. You compliment the ribs. Dwayne's loss became a story he tells at parties. Yours is a number only you and a spreadsheet have ever seen. 6 weeks later, the company misses earnings. Badly. The stock drops 34% in a single trading session. Your equity, the collateral behind that $10 million loan, falls below the number your broker needs it to stay above. The margin call notice arrives at 9:14 in the morning while you're pouring coffee. You have until end of day to post more collateral or the system will start selling for you automatically at whatever price the market is offering, not the price you'd choose. You don't have $10 million sitting anywhere else. By 4 p.m., it isn't your decision anymore. The position liquidates itself in pieces at the bottom of the drop. What's left after the loan, the interest, and the forced sale isn't $4 million or $400,000. It's $4,200 and a tax bill for gains on stock you no longer own. You sit in the car in the driveway for 11 minutes before going inside. Your wife asks if you're quiet because of work. You say yes. That's the moment this story actually started at. The one you already heard. 11 months compressed into one sentence at a dinner table. You keep telling yourself you'll explain it this weekend, then next weekend. Every day you don't is a day the number gets harder to say out loud, not easier. You used to think the hardest part of losing $40 million would be the money. It isn't. The hardest part is the sentence you still haven't said to the one person who's supposed to hear it first. So the real question isn't how you lost it, it's how long you think you can keep almost telling her.